saw this image online, and I had to download this one from the ingredients you put into a sausage machine to make sausages. And this is very same about the ingredients you put into your business to make sales, to bring business in. But understand that if you want the sausage machine to work well, you've basically got a load of ingredients you've got to put in the top, and you can vary all those ingredients, like all of your lists of marketing are different probably. There'll be some similarities, but then you turn the machine on, and out of it comes your sausages. Has anyone ever seen a butcher make sausages?
Yeah.
They do it effortlessly, don't they? It is a beautiful thing to watch a butcher make sausages, because they turn the machine on, and they have this, what looks like a very large condom, which is in an internal an intestine or whatever, and they have that on the end of the machine, and they switch it on, and literally within seconds, they are rolling and wrapping and rolling and wrapping, and poof! They have a beautiful set of sausages that any dog in a dandy magazine, in a cartoon, would love to run away with, right? And then they say, would you like to have a go? And you go, yeah. And I promise you, there's a training exercise, there's a training company that does this in this area, so if you want to know who it is, we can get you in touch with them, but they actually, it's a team builder thing, it's great fun, it's brilliant, because you stand on that machine then, and they turn it on, an absolute dog shit explosion of meat and everything goes everywhere. Everyone in the room is covered, and you are just literally holding this thing that's just spitting out sausage meat, and then you look at the butcher as if to say, can you slow it down? You know? Oh, so, your business is similar. Your business is simply getting all the ingredients in the top, all the stuff on the left-hand side. Yes, you're doing proactive work in the first place, but as a behavior, once you've done that work, what do you do as a business owner? Once you've done the marketing, what do we tend to do?
Sit back and wait.
Sit back and wait. How proactive is sitting back and waiting, people?
Not much, no.
All right? This is not rocket science. We're not flying to the moon here. This is about looking at all of the activities we're doing. Look at your pie chart. How much of your time and energy is spent here? How much time and energy have you actually invested in how to make good sausages? How to make consistent sausages? How to get people to come back and buy more sausages from you? This is what successful business is all about. It's about leverage. It's about understanding all of the aspects. But we don't want to turn into that dickhead, do we? That bellend in the Hilton Hotel. So sales is something we'll either outsource if we can, or we'll try and avoid it because it's the least thing we want to do. I promise you, when you talk passionately from the heart and authentically about what you do, and more importantly, why you do it, hands up in the room if you have an Apple phone or an Apple device. Cool. Have they cocked up during their time? Do we still buy their products? Why? No, that's a statement, not a question. We buy Apple because of their why. We buy Apple because of what they stand for, who they are, and why they want to do things. They wanted to change technology fundamentally. Steve Jobs, bless him, before he died, one of his last speeches, I run a telecoms company, he stood on stage because they got massive international condemnation about the iPhone 6 or the iPhone 5 or whatever it was, where they put the antenna around the outside. And they said, when you hold the phone, you can't make a phone signal. It keeps dropping the signal because the antenna's around the outside. What did Apple and Steve Jobs do? Did they go back to the table and redesign their product? No, he stood on the side of the stage and said, hold it like that. The arrogance of the man is pure brilliance, all right? Ultimately, if you don't like our product, go elsewhere. If you don't like us, be comfortable with the fact that not everybody will. Every single one of us in this room has brought customers on that in 2 years' time, 3 years' time, 5 years' time, we would never bring those back into our business. But you have to kind of learn those lessons first, don't you? All right? Because when we first start, we'll take any business because it's money. So understand the activity that you're putting in, all of the effort you're putting in, get your systems in place for your CRM, but invest, guys, in understanding how you turn all of that activity into sales. Good question, Chrissy. CRM, Customer Relationship Management Tool. Basically, a posh version of a database. All right? It could be an Excel spreadsheet, it could be a system, whatever. You can go up to Salesforce if you wanted to and spend hundreds of pounds a month, or you can use an Excel spreadsheet and just learn that, because you can run a business from that stuff. So finally, the marketing on the left-hand side, the reactive stuff. Yes, it's proactive when you're doing it, but it creates a behavior, a ritual, a daily habit where we sit back and wait for the phone to ring. And we're desperately waiting for that phone to ring because we've done a beautiful piece of marketing. And the phone goes, and it's normally your mum going, where's everything? When are you going to get a proper job? Fuck off, Mum! I'm waiting for a customer to ring. Sorry, Mum. As well as the activities, guys, think about some of the behaviours, think about some of the skill sets of marketing and the creativity and all those kind of things. There's no slight in this. Business starts and ends with marketing. I'm a salesman, but it starts and ends with marketing. No one knows you exist until you start marketing. As soon as you stop marketing, people think you've died. So it's absolutely a fundamental part, but it's not the only part. Lead generation is about getting this stuff nailed and this stuff nailed. And the activities of a salesperson come down to very basically phone calls, emails, and meetings. That's the activities that you do. But understanding the psychology of sales, relationship building, rapport building, all of that sort of stuff became easy for me because I started in my career in offender management and learned all about psychology and behaviours of people. You know, when you get riot trained to take guys down in prison cells and all that sort of shit, you learn a lot about yourself and a lot about other people. When you learn to disarm people with shotguns, you learn a lot about yourself and how you can think quickly and act differently and all that sort of stuff. Put that into a sales environment, people are people, man. It's great fun. But I stopped chasing the paycheck. I stopped chasing the paycheck years ago. That was challenging for my sales director at the time. Believe me, at my annual review, when I said I'm no longer chasing the paycheck, I'm doing this for bigger reasons, my career in that business didn't last very long, funnily enough. Despite the results, and despite the fact that I continued to get results in sales. But I understand now that I'm a conduit for money, I'm a conduit for that energy source. I can't just have it fixed with me, because if there's nowhere for it to go, it won't even come in the first place. I understand a bit more about some of these universal laws now. So I've invested in the sales side of it. We built an academy that we're developing all of the sales professional as well as the business professional side of things. Too many of us fall into business because we get pissed off at that tyrant of a boss, or we can't work for him anymore, or we want a better lifestyle, we want to control our destiny. But all of the things that come with running a business, God, we haven't got a clue when we start. So we've got to invest. We've got to invest in ourselves from an educational point of view. But guys, seriously, invest in yourselves from a daily habit and ritual point of view. Because that's the stuff that is a silent killer. That's the stuff that is a silent success story. Every single day, the things that you think, say, feel, do, how you react, how you respond, emotionally, non-emotionally. It's applying this stuff. It's a highlight, it's an overview. If you want to talk more about this stuff, come and have a conversation with me and we can figure out how you can put this into action in your business.